I would fly around the world, but I never could afford something quite that steep.
Nika, let's go. Let's go. Good morning, Internet. It is a Monday morning this week. It is pretty nice outside. Not too chilly. It's not raining at all, so that's good. Seen a lot of colors change this weekend while we were out and about. So fall is definitely here. And that's awesome. A lot of fall festivals going on and different, not fairs, but just different things like that going on in our area, and a lot of places are getting their, like we did last weekend, like their pumpkins and all their festive things, getting those off the shelves, and they're in the full swing of their season and everything, and it'd be interesting to see some sales figures and to see the turnout for a place that, like where we went. It'd just be interesting to see like what kind of turnout they have and what their figures look like for every year, because that's what they thrive on. That's their business. And there's a squirrel up there. I don't know if you guys can see, if it'll focus. Are we done? Let's sniff around some more. Yeah, it's the thing with this camera, it's a little bit older. It'll go out of focus every once in a while and probably stay out of focus a little longer than more modern cameras would. But yeah, so it's definitely a fall morning, and we traveled this weekend to my parents. My siblings and I put together a surprise for them for their 35th wedding anniversary, and Sarah and I went home, back to my home for that. And on the drive, we saw a lot of beautiful colors, and the trees are changing, and some of them are already bare. So that's kind of like winter could be colder this year. And I'd read somewhere that we're supposed to get a lot more snow, but they've said things like that every year, and it's just like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But on the same token, we did see a lot of trees that were really full, and they were just not only full of leaves but full of color. So that was really cool, just to see that. All right, Nika, let's go back inside. We got things to do. Getting the morning started right now. I'm gonna try to multitask a lot today. I have laundry that needs done, dishes that need done. Having 2 pets, it's good to sweep the floor every day, and I try to do that. Some days, if I'm really swamped with schoolwork, I'll just let it go. But good morning, Zaz. It's like he's never seen a camera before. Let's go inside. Okay. Yeah, so do that while I'm putting presentations together and different lessons. And oh yeah, I had this laid out. We in the morning, Sarah likes to have lemons and blueberries in her water, and so Nika likes to play with them. Let's play with the blueberries. Hey. Okay. Nika, hey. Nika, hey. Nika. Hey. What is this? Yeah. Sit. She goes really crazy over these. Get it. Get it. Get it. it's better when they're frozen right out of the freezer, because that one's been sitting out for about 10 minutes or so. When they're hard like that, they don't crumble or get mushy as easily, obviously. So it's a lot easier for her to play with it and move it around like that, because she'll have it in her mouth. When she spins like that, she doesn't always hold on to it, so it'll fly, and then that creates, oh, I gotta go get it, and then she'll jump after it and pounce on it. So she kind of plays with it by herself, and it's just funny to watch. I don't know, I get a kick out of it. And she scratches her face, or no, that's just Blueberry. She does scratch her face though. Last week she had a big gash, not a big gash, but just you could tell she's scratching above her eye. And you can still see a little bit of it there, but yeah, so get moving today, and I'd like to start getting into the habit of doing more work at night with the book, just because during the day a lot of that time's taken up by school stuff. And given that I have access to every teacher in the school between 8 and 4:30 every day, I don't want to be working on book stuff during that time. And also, that wouldn't be really all that right, just because I'm being paid to work on school stuff. So, but I mean, really, it's the nature of this. You can really do what you want, I guess. But yeah, so I'll do that at night and try to be more diligent about getting things done in the evenings. And if I can start getting into the habit of working every night just a little bit, and then on the weekends for a certain amount of time, that'll set me up for what I want to do for the next book. And but I think I've talked about that already. So we'll see what today brings, and get moving. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Say good morning. It's Tuesday. Yeah, that's peanut butter on her snout. Sarah had some excess on her finger, and she wiped it on her nose. And I was like, she's never going to get that. But Sarah said, get Zazie, he'll get it. I was going to find him. Anyway, while I'm doing that, last night I got a lot of editing done. I've decided to move some things around in the story. Nothing like terribly major, but it just takes a little more time than just zipping through the word, the text in order to find errors and make those changes. Where is he? Let's look at him. Get the laser. Oh, you're over there. Okay. Nice, Nika. Come here. No. Come here. Zazu, come here. Come here. Okay. Nika. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wash it off, because she's like, get down. She's not gonna sit still. But yeah, I got a lot of editing done last night. Worked for about an hour and a half or so, and hopefully get some more progress done today to the same scale, to the same effect. Got about, of that major, semi-major change, I got about half of it done. It's just moving text around, that's all it is. I'm using the majority of the text that I had already written, but I'm just putting it somewhere else in the story to kind of move some events around here and there to make it a little bit more of a streamlined story, a little bit more of a better start to the story. I'll say that. And then I'll go from there. Hopefully my editor can get me some more changes. I know she's busy, and it's more or less, we're just doing it as more on a macro level than a micro level. She said that a lot of my a lot of my stuff is very put together. She said that she has yet to find a typo, and I kind of pride myself on that, because I usually try to check things, and not only spelling, but syntax and grammar, and just that kind of stuff. But just kind of looking at things in a more broad sense for the rest of the story, just because she's trying to get to do NaNoWriMo next month. I don't want to take away from her time doing that, so looking forward to seeing what other amendments that she suggests me making here in the next couple weeks, and then hopefully we can have enough of a finished editing product that I can go from there throughout November and fine-tune everything and make it into the final manuscript, and then get it out by November 30th. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm going to start on today's work. I got some grading to do, and then make some presentations, and then class at 10. So get to work. I'll see you guys later. What do you see out there? Huh? He's been looking out the window. His tail, whenever he sees something out there, he flicks it back and forth. Oh, just saw something go across the... He sees the birds. Here, you go outside? Let's go. Well, good morning again. It is Thursday. The week is winding down. So last night was, well, yesterday in general, I guess, was Back to the Future Day, and it was something that swept the internet like I figured it would. A lot of people were posting about it, and outside of social media, I heard a lot of people talking about it. When I logged into my class in the morning yesterday, a lot of the kids were already chatting about stuff related to that, and if they had seen the movie or if they had purchased a hoodie with "I was there" on Back to the Future Day. It was a fun day yesterday. Capped off with we got Pizza Hut and Pepsi, and I got the trilogy on Blu-ray my birthday this year or Christmas last year, I can't remember, but we got the second one out and we watched it and had our pizza and our pop, and it was funny. Just it was kind of spur of the moment. I didn't really plan anything, and Sarah got home and I'd already placed some meat out to thaw earlier in the day, and I was just like, we should get Pizza Hut and have Pepsi, because that's what they do in the movie. And I don't know, we're nerds, I guess, or I'm a nerd, but it was fun. It was just a fun little thing to do, and the point was made. Somebody on social media, I saw somebody said that it's official, after today, it'll be all of that will have happened in the past. And then it's just like, and I think they had an emoji. It was a frown face. But it was funny just to think about it that way, and it's kind of weird too, just because the movie's 30 years old. It came out in 85. Well, that one came out in 89, but when those movies first started, it was 85. So it's just weird, like, all that has been around for that long, part of our culture. So she's done with her food and she just walked in there. What are you doing? Come on. Okay, I'm just about ready to clock in. So I think that'll do it for this vlog. If you haven't heard, the short story volume 2 has come out. Released that last week, and I haven't heard any feedback on it yet from anybody. I didn't really, with those stories, I don't really give those out beforehand. The one story, I mean, like I said, I did submit that to a short story writing contest, but the other two, I gave them to one of my friends, and she gave me feedback in terms of editing, But in terms of the stories themselves and hearing feedback from somebody who's not involved with the publication process, I didn't do that for this volume or for the first one. I usually only do that with my larger projects. And I'd like to develop some, or cultivate some beta readers to have in a regular group, but we'll see what happens as time goes on. So if you have not checked that out yet, I encourage you to do so. The link will be in the description for this video. Last week, even though the ebook was published, by the time the video was posted, I didn't have the link yet to put in the video. So it's in there now, and it's also on my website, along with other stuff. So if you're new to my work, or if this is the first video that you've seen, feel free to check out my website and look into all the different projects that I'm working on and things that I've already published. And I hope to hear back from you, and if you've read it, and see a review, and connect with you that way. It's always interesting to see what people think of your work, and I really try to use that and focus it to improving what I'm doing. So I really appreciate it if you do leave a review and if you tell me. Other than that, I think that's about it. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that. Just click that little subscribe button. That way you don't miss any videos that come out just about every Friday. So have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you next week.